Alright, so today we have a different kind of video for you guys today. Today we're going to be doing a video on an article that we found on the internet titled How Our Vegan Diet Made Us Ill. Now, I see a title like this, I'm going to have to look into it because definitely going vegan has been one of the greatest decisions I've ever made by far.
Yeah, exactly. We were reading through this article, and there were a couple things that we didn't agree with. This is all about a mother named Paige, and she was raising her kids raw vegan for 3 years, and their names were Lizzie and Birdie. And then the more and more I read into this article, I didn't agree with it.
We really felt compelled, like, we got to make a video and address this.
Alright, so as we scroll down here, we read that the mother Paige said that her daughter was small for her age, she had skinny arms and legs, a swollen belly, and her teeth had holes in them.
Now, I can for one definitely talk about the whole holes in the teeth thing, because when I started going vegan, I was originally a raw vegan, and I was losing all the enamel in my teeth, and doing a lot of research and really looking into it, it really came down to that I was eating too much unripened fruit.
Yeah, and also that acidic fruits. Fruits are very acidic, so you don't want to like after you eat apples, don't go and brush your teeth. The acid weakens your enamel.
It softens
up, and you're just gonna brush it away. So we had to learn what times to brush. And we also started taking calcium supplements.
Absolutely, my teeth were almost see-through because of the loss of enamel. So we were taking a calcium supplement, stopped eating unripened fruit, and our teeth are now great, nice and white. And we actually made a video on it. So if you want to click on the link here and check that out, we can talk about it further.
Yeah, and I also want to address, skinny arms and legs. I'm going to tell you right now, being a raw vegan, you're going to be a little skinnier than all the other people around you that are eating animal products.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Staying lean is not a bad thing. It's all about high energy and what you can do with it. And as a raw vegan, if you eat enough fruits, you are really going to have high energy, and your cardio is going to be great, and you're going to be able to pull your weight. I mean, what's wrong with that?
And it said here, in a swollen belly. Well, I can just say one thing. When I was a raw vegan and being vegan now, you eat a lot of carbs. You're just going to keep packing it in. And unlike eating animal products, the carbs that you eat while you're being raw vegan are mostly water-based. So you're eating lots of volume, and this is actually going to give you a bigger belly.
I mean, I know for breakfast I had half a watermelon this morning, and I'll tell you, my belly was sticking out because I was full. And it's not a bad thing at all. It just means you are carved up. You're going to be having lots of energy, and you're going to be ready to go for your day. And it doesn't stay like that. I mean, it obviously goes right back. You stay lean. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so if you're getting holes in your teeth, you can do things. Start taking calcium pills. Don't brush after eating acidic fruits, and balance it out. You can eat alkaline foods and other things like that. As we read on here, it says that Paige stumbled across an old medical book here that has been sitting on her shelf for 20 years, and she reads it and determines that her children were suffering from vitamin D and protein deficiency.
So you're telling me that she read a book, and from reading this book, she just decides that she can diagnose a protein and vitamin D deficiency?
I mean, you think if you're willing to do a little bit of research, you could have looked into it a little more. Because if you need protein while being a raw vegan or a vegan, why don't you just here? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Why don't you just start eating some extra spinach here? 30% protein, right there, just in your spinach. And oh, hey. We're eating too much spinach. We can switch it up. How about celery? 17% protein. So if you're claiming protein deficiency, why wouldn't you just look into it and find the vegetables that were high in protein and start eating those?
I mean, before I was vegan, I didn't know that there was protein in plants as well as fruits, and or plants and vegetables and fruits, and even furthermore, how high that percentage was. Did you hear that? 30% in the spinach. And I just want to say that we've been vegan for 2 years. And I'm in the best shape of my life. There's not even close to a protein deficiency. We've gained lots of muscle. I mean, this is just ridiculous now.
Yeah.
Oh, and as for the vitamin D, can't you go into the store and just get a supplement for that? Do you really have to get it from like eggs and milk and fish and all this other stuff you're talking about here? Like, it's not making sense.
Nigel Denby, a dietitian and author of Nutrition for Dummies, says it can be hard enough bringing a child up to eat healthy, but with a vegan diet, you are really making a job difficult for yourself. But it is absolutely nothing wrong. There's absolutely not something that you should do without the support of a dietitian. So, okay, I mean, who is this guy? Nigel Denby, author of some book. I mean, come on. It is not hard living on a vegan lifestyle. Even honestly, it's simplified. Even you only have fruits and vegetables to work with, some rice and potatoes. But I mean, you're working with simple ingredients, and I don't know how it would be harder on yourself.
All I have to say, the book's called Nutrition for Dummies, so that's all I'm saying about that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it is absolutely not something that should be tried without the support of a dietitian. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't need a dietitian to start eating and to know what's good for you. Go to the grocery store.
I've been looking at a lot of the dietitians' plans and their eating habits, and a lot of them do include meat, eggs, cheese, and all that stuff. So I mean, the standards to become a dietitian, I mean, the system itself might be a little flawed on this one. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Paige now believes that her children were craving dairy products. It was confusing because for the first year I felt good, calm, and content, and had plenty of energy. The children didn't have childhood sicknesses, but something seemed to be missing. We were always picking between meals and always obsessed by food. The last straw came when Paige's eldest son, Bruce, came to stay. He asked her to buy chicken, and Paige ended up eating half of it. After that, she couldn't stop. I just went wild. Okay.
What do you mean?
Alright, so Paige, you're obviously hungry here. I mean, it says right here, picking between meals and always obsessed over food. That's what happens when you're hungry. You have to eat. This is the main reason why I read that most people that try and go vegan stop being vegan. It's because they're not eating enough. They're not eating enough calories, and then they'll just see a piece of chicken or just see whatever's the most convenient at the time and go at it.
I mean, obsessing over food. I mean, if you're that obsessive over food, eat something. I mean, are you really on trapped on an island and the only thing to eat is chicken or something, so you have to eat it? I mean, or is it like that's what you wanted, that's what you're craving, so you gave in? I mean, I know every time I'm hungry, and I remember first going vegan too, for the first year I would be craving meat or some kind of animal product, but as soon as I had some fruits, vegetables, my rice or potato, the actual good vegan food, right after that I wouldn't want that food because my body was nourished and feeling great. So after reading this article, we really want to get the point out to really be careful of where you get your information from. I mean, just reading articles around here and there, I mean, people are going to write whatever they want, whatever they think, and not only that, a lot of the food companies are going to pay people to put out disinformation, so you always want to be careful where you do get your information from.
Yeah, and when you're going to try a vegan lifestyle, just make sure you're eating enough foods. Keep the fruits and vegetables around you. I mean, I recommend fruit because it's always ready to go. Apples, pears, boom, grab, eat, get it in you.
When people talk about being protein deficient, calcium deficient, whatever kind of deficiency, I mean, it's complete bogusness. The fruits and vegetables are high in nutrients, high in what gives you exactly what you need.
Alright, so this article was called "How Our Vegan Diet Made Us Ill." Well, this is proving that 2 years vegan strong is still running. It's fruits and vegetables for life.
It's fruits and veggies
for the win.